I'd like to talk here about the new fall season very briefly. There's, of course, plenty, countless shows. I don't know what you guys watch on TV, but before I hit the gym here in a little while, I thought I'd bench on some things. First of all, The Big Bang Theory. That was kind of a interesting, kind of ironic ending. Apparently, Amy, tried for what 3 or 4 years to try to to accept Sheldon, the stick that Sheldon still has up his ass and probably always will have up his ass, and she never got any, so that's another thing. So that's pretty much the end of that for now. For now maybe, but he's probably gonna get her back, and I don't know if she'll get together with someone else in the meantime. But chances are they'll get back together because she may have been right when she said she was the best girlfriend he'd ever have, just because she she watches everything that they don't have in common that she's always putting down, like she says, are dopey, goofy, silly space movies. But I think the guys have good taste. Sometimes the women do too, but especially Rajesh Kutherpally, because he has his chick flick moments, and he likes Sex in the City and all that, as do I. So anyhow, moving right along here. It's been mentioned on the internet by one of the people behind Big Bang Theory that Penny and Sheldon are going to get married, since they were on their way to at the end of the season. That doesn't mean they aren't going to get married, which one way or the other I'm sure they will, because how many times can they keep getting back together, breaking up, and flip-flopping and all that sort of thing. And so that's about as much of a given as possible, I suppose. So unfortunately, Carol Ann Susi, who played the voice of Wolowitz's mom, of course, passed away, and they wrote it in, and so they won't have to worry about having anybody replace her voice. But also, once upon a time, it looks like Emma is going to be in some kind of cahoots with Rumpelstiltskin, and it's already been said that any resemblance between King Arthur and James Hook is just, you could say, purely coincidental. So some of us will be waiting for that show to come back. Generally, the women on that show all look like princesses, and they put a spell on me, as do the storylines, which all have to do with love in one way or another. We also have seasonal anthologies. We have seasonal anthologies such as American Horror Story, which is coming back as American Horror Story Hotel with Lady Gaga. The previews on FX confirm it. It's coming out October 7th. That ought to be interesting. It's been said that Jessica Lange is not coming back. She blossomed into a kind of a sexy older woman. So we also have American Crime Story, which is going to start a new season with a whole new story, and Fargo, which a lot of people thought was a limited run series because it was resolved at the end of the season after about 10 episodes, none of which I might have missed. Actually, I missed one of the later episodes, so I never did get around to watching it on demand or anything to see the exact process of the main character at the time getting together with that cute Asian woman. So these are all what I call seasonal anthologies: American Crime, American Horror Story, and Fargo, because they'll have the story arc, starts out, a whole story starts at each season rather than each episode, since that traditional anthology format has not gone over in decades. And let's not forget Empire. It's funny, I came across an article saying that the second season was canceled, but by then I had already seen previews on Fox. And speaking of Fox's, Taraji P. Henson obviously has a great time playing. I think everybody has a great time with it, and it's like the opposite kind of role from her blue collar policewoman role on Person of Interest. And up until Empire came out, I was all disappointed about what happened to her character in Person of Interest, because obviously she and the main character were crazy about each other, and so it turned out being a good thing, because here she is on Empire. So what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen with Lucius? Yeah, I mean, a lot rich people and such as celebrities do, they can afford the best lawyers, but karma is karma, and like that. So we'll see what happens, and so in the meantime, we'll just be waiting. All of us will be waiting for our favorite TV shows. And that includes myself. Some of these shows, of course, most of these shows are coming out this month. Some of them might not come out till October. So just be patient. That's all I can say. Ciao.